Yeah, you know what? No, probably about it. This is where we are going to go to Warburg. What is the quickest helicopter? Is it a helicopter in Cap South? I think that might be further away than if I had just gone to Sharkhead, but we are now committed. Ha! I like this guy's ad down here. The coolest DFB ever formed. Still has 5 spots. Man, I can't believe I'm about to miss out on the coolest DFB ever just to go like get some nukes and stuff. But you know what? This is free money. Dude, if you were like level 1 and you needed some cash, like grabbing those things seems like a pretty good deal. Hey, buddy. Why can you not click on him? Why can you only click on his belt buckle? Chest? No. Oh, you can click on his belt buckle and his head. Only certain parts of his belt buckle. Oh, like that. Okay. Well, let's go to Warburg. Oh, we're being very silly tonight. It is Friday, my dudes. And we are going to start off by grabbing a nuke. Now, there are 3 ways in to this place. For whatever reason, when I go nuke hunting, there's only 2. No, here's 3. There are 3 ways into this place, and for whatever reason, when I go nuke hunting, I normally only go in the one over here. It's very silly. I freely admit. Yeah, we are just going to ignore everything till we find a group with a scientist, just like this one. I do like how you can see. Ever been asked to dance an Irish jig? Hashtag Riverdance? No, but if you... Give me a second. There is a Irish jig emote in the game. I don't know where it's at, or if it's only open to villains or like NPCs. Yeah, I don't see it here. There's NPCs in Croatoa that can do it, though. Wait, I forgot we had to talk to this nerd. Follow me. He wants to go over there. So yeah, I didn't see it in the emote list, and I don't know the name of it. But after we get this guy out of the PvP zone where somebody can steal him from me, I'll pull up the wiki and see if it's just down the wiki somewhere. Actually, let me open up the wiki while I'm thinking about it. Notes. Let's see. Alright, boombox. Randomly performs a dance, more dances, dance 4, dance 6. Oh yeah, we can do the monkey. Booyah! Do the monkey! Do the monkey! Oh, I randomly just started attacking things when I didn't mean to. The Tuatha drum dance. Oh, maybe this is what I want. EM drum dance. Yeah, see, there you go. A little jig. Or we'll do it again here. Now that we found it. See? There you go. Yeah, the Tuatha De Danann enemies in Kurotoa do that same thing. You'll like come upon them, they'll just be like getting down with their bad selves. I wasn't sure if that was something that me as a player, like, that I could trigger. But there you go. Alright, this nerd wants to get to his research lab over here, which is up on that raised platform, which means we should go up these stairs. Got it. I don't think the rogue toxic tarantulas count for the badge for toxic tarantulas, which is a shame. Nope, these are not the right stairs. These are the stairs I want. I got distracted by that TT. Where is he? Did he get stuck? Homie. Let's go. So yeah, we're supposedly gonna unlock the missile launch. Here, we're doing the zone minigame in Warburg. Hello and welcome, by the way. We got distracted by River Dance. So we got one code down. We need 2 more. We'll go in the underground side over here. So I just want to show this off. Like, this is actually a really cool little mini game, and it gets you, depending on which nuke you pick, very useful power. I'm forgetting if it's the chem or the bio nuke that gives like a giant like buff and is super useful for anything where you need a lot of regen. Bum 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 ba da 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 dum. Okay, they got a scientist, so this group needs to go down. I love seeing all the taunts over things' heads. I wish that was in, like, normal PvE, and not just here in the PvP zone. Although maybe that'd get a little spammy, I don't know. I'm just imagining in, like, a Incarnate Trial or something, you would have nothing but taunts over enemies' heads. Aren't gobs of HP just kind of obnoxious? Alright, let's talk to her. Follow me. She wants to go up there. You know, I'm just gonna say it's easier to take her out the door and then outside on the surface area instead of trying to navigate my way through this nightmare world down here. Speaking of, like, Fortnite stuff, did you see in... was it Civilization 7? They, like, made a... It was, like, a feature that you could do the gritty. Your miner would do the gritty when he built a mine or something like that. And I'm just like, why? I forget who showed that to me. It was Probably you, or maybe it was Stella. I'm not sure. But it's kind of like, I don't understand why this is a feature, or who wanted this in their strategy game. I generally find humor and strategy games do not actually mix all that well. So anyway, this is all we can do. We just gotta lead. Dude, you need to go the F away. Okay, fine. You want to get killed? Fine. Fine, fine. This dude should have left me alone. Instead, he's about to be the latest contributor to the Elizibar Retirement Fund. Now, back in the day when there were lots of PvPers bouncing around Warburg, this was actually a fairly dangerous proposition because somebody could come in, snipe me, or grab her and start leading her off, in which case I would have to go fight them to get her back. Like, that was the whole mechanic. And I think if somebody killed you, they got your launch code pieces too. Like, it was a very different experience than this. This is just kind of like normal PvE stuff. Hopefully nobody's going to show up and, like, screw with me, because I'm not here for that right now. Looks like she got stuck on that ledge right there. Yep. The dance summoned her. Alright. Thank you, XLG. And we will just follow the road. Yeah, this was probably way simpler than trying to lead her through the underground areas full of arachnoids and stuff. It sounds pretty non-fun. The 1950s movie Failsafe, where Renegade B-52 accidentally nukes Moscow, the U.S. president stops nuclear war by offering to blow up New York in exchange. The strategical the U.S. have an edge in the transaction since allegedly Moscow is more important politically. Not for that reason, no. Yeah, that's it. I'm just leaving it there. I just dropped it. Mike Drock. Drock? Yeah, Mike Drock. I don't know who Mike Drock is, but he's contributing right here, right now. Okay, she finally pathed up here. Let's get her up here, over that little lip. There's 2 pieces, we need 1 more. Chez elizibar, every question is entertained. Something like that. Let's see, we've been in both the other entrances, so we'll go to the 3rd entrance down this way. It's around this corner on the left. Just so you can get, like, the full world tour. Oh, sweet, merciful Aunt Jemima. Good lord. I don't want anything to do with this place. Ah! Alright. Maybe on the way back out we'll deal with that, but right now, I ain't dealing with that. See, they're harassing an Arachnos dude. Okay. Oh, alright. So we're gonna have a pain in the butt getting out of here. But that's okay. Also, Exo, to kind of go back to that question, like, the city of New York in the 1950s produced more money, more industrial goods, more of everything than the entire nation of the Soviet Union. Like, that's a bad trade. Nowadays, there's not so much manufacturing there. It's become just like a finance hub. And I don't have very high respect for the world of finance, so you probably shouldn't ask me that question about modern New York. Also, aren't financiers, they're not just people, they're also like little cakes, right? I think like 15 years ago, they were like all the rage because they kept making them on Chopped. Let's go that way. Yeah, hold on, I think those are little cakes. Financier cake. Small French almond cake. There you go. I only know it because at the time I watched Chop some, and they kept making them. I guess because they're small cakes, so they would bake fast. And despite that, people kept like baking those cakes, and they kept coming out raw in the middle. Not the most appetizing thing in the world to eat, you know. Who really wants a raw cake in their life? Alright, we're about to get the third piece of the launch code here. I guess I didn't need to go up that area. Let's come over here. Okay, lab technician, come on up, buddy. Give him a second to path to us. Okay, y'all. You know, let Marshal Brass know I'm going to kill him later. Alright, this is kind of intolerable. Do you not know who I am? Don't you know who I am? Don't need my money? Man, lively Triceratops over there trying to eat all my monies. Sheesh! Well, look, I'll bake you a financier. It'll be raw in the middle, but you know, it'll fill you up. Hope you like almond. And if you don't, you're gonna get one anyway. Spend it on The Sims? Oh no. You know, the funny thing about like The Sims, right? Like the first Sims had... Oh, here we go. We got all the codes to launch a missile. So I'll let you guys choose. Which one should I launch? Because we have chemical, nuclear, biological. And they are all okay with me on this character right now. And the simple fact is I will probably come back and get more. While I'm running in here, biological says lively Triceratops. Okay. But, you know, the funny thing about like the Sims is like the original Sims, there were 10 bajillion mods. I don't even remember if the original Sims had like a DLC or expansions or whatever they would have called it back then. Because I remember doing some silly stuff, like I downloaded, like, Cobra Commander to be a sim. Which led to some funny situations, because he basically got along with nobody. And then later Sims games are just all like, here's another pack that costs 20 bucks or whatever. And that's very clearly how EA is making all their money. That and FIFA. We've actually seen all three we'll see all three launch pads right now. Alright, so we're gonna do like a 10-second countdown here before I click this. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, click. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yes, live steps. Typed it out just as I was like clicking. Alright, so now we got the launch code. So now we have 5 minutes to get the heck out of here. Let's see, this is where the nuclear code was, which means that exit is right here. So we'll zip out this exit, get back to the surface. And we'll go launch a nuke. There used to be a piece of salvage that would drop very rarely that would let you bypass one of the access codes. I will see if I can pull that up on the wiki here in a second. Alright, so here's a little launch console. You can tell it's a launch console because it's got a big red button on it. So now, let us click the big red button. You got temporary power right here, and there goes the rocket. Because fun thing about the way the geometry works here, to keep you out, they just put an invisible wall up, so you can't get in there. Which is a shame, but that's how it is. I'm going to bounce to the Arachnos base real quick, because we're relatively safe there. And I'm going to look on the wiki and see if I can find the name of that salvage, because I think I have one. I think it is... I think it's this. Yeah, I have no idea where I got this from. I didn't go buy it. So I'm going to pull up the wiki just to see like if it says how to use those and that kind of stuff. Because maybe we'll demonstrate using that, or maybe we'll buy 3, see what happens. Okay, we should be relatively safe here. Let's see, Warburg. Shoot. Man, I just had to like mention financiers, right? And I'm just thinking to myself, man, I could go for a little almond cake. That actually sounds pretty darn good. Get a cup of tea or something to go with it. Okay. There's a badge for launching the rocket 10 times. Ugh, that's a lot of work. And let's see. Missions. Oh, let me click on missile launchers. I was like looking for mention the salvage. I didn't see it. Here we go. Geography, a helpful sign, step by step. Access bypass salvage. This ward is part of the break-in, smash and grab side missions. Oh, so you get those for mayhems. I had no frickin' idea. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. That gives people even more incentive to go do mayhems. Have I only ever done one of those? What is this worth? Oh, I can't use the auction house in this area. Okay, hold on. Where's helicopter door? Let's just go see if this is worth anything. Because on live, these were kind of expensive because live was dangerous and scary. It was a scary place and a scary time. $500,000? That ain't bad, man. That ain't bad at all. Alright, we are going to end this as an episode for YouTube. We're going to go do the PvP zone missions here, which are just like the PvP zone missions anywhere else, but they're in Warburg, so they got that going for them.